Refresh this here page. It lags a little bit before it starts doing it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We're live.
Oh,
All right.
shit.
Hey, hey. I'll wait for some people to show up on here. Look at that. So what you been up to, Mr. Red?
Fucking editing my ass off, and it sucks. Cause like I literally spent a good fucking 6 hours yesterday in After Effects to fucking scrap the whole thing, and
Oh, damn.
it happens, man. You know, it's like it is what it is, man. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I have an idea in my head, I start to build it, and I get so far into it and then realize I can't pull it off. So, you know, fucking, I just scrap it, man. I mean, a lot of it has to do with the GoPro limitations.
Yeah.
Shit like that, so.
Man. That's shitty, yeah, because I know how that goes. Sitting there trying to do some new shit, especially in a program like After Effects and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, there's a lot going on in that program.
Well, most people don't understand the language that it speaks, so it's like.
I remember when I was trying to learn how to do track motion on that thing. That was something else. I was just like, what?
Yeah, it can be a bitch. I came at it. I mean, I've been working in After Effects I won't say a very long time, but um, I figured out what I wanted to learn how to do in After Effects, and I don't really stray too far from that because you can kind of spread yourself too thin, man. That's why you don't hear about editors being fucking, great like timeline editors, and they can just jump in After Effects and build like a whole fucking 3D whatever the fuck, and then from that point do this and that. You know what I mean? It's like you got to pick your avenues, man. You know?
Yeah.
It's a big learning curve.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to learn this Adobe Premiere.
I don't even fuck with that.
You guys got a link to
tried a long time ago.
You guys got a link to the side chat and live stream?
I do. Let me get you here. Oh, how am I going to hit you with the link?
Put it in our side chat.
Oh, okay. That's right. I can do that. That's right to the watch page of it.
Yeah, but Adobe Premiere, man, that's easy. That's very easy. Yes.
Well, you went to school for all that shit.
Even before, man.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Man,
I went to school because I didn't know how to use fucking After Effects worth a damn. But even still, like, school doesn't really. Well, there's classes that teach you how to use After Effects, but yeah, like I didn't go to school just because I wanted to learn After Effects. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, granted, there's like schools that you wouldn't get a degree from, like I don't want to call them technical schools, but yeah, there are schools where you can learn how to do certain shit. Like say if you're into like making short films, but you want to learn how to put like muzzle flashes on guns.
Yeah, that's what After Effects is good for, is doing all that.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can do it in Premiere too, but it's a little bit more to work with, but.
Yeah, like I've done it in Vegas Pro that I use all the time, and it takes a lot to get it like timed right and everything. But you can do it.
Never used Sony Vegas.
I like it. It's really user friendly, and you can still do a bunch of the stuff like as some of the other programs, but it's a lot more to it. It's not as easy.
Do you have the link?
Yeah. Yeah, I put it up in the chat over on the right.
Not our chat.
Where's our chat? Oh, we got a chat on our...
Yeah, sure.
Right here. I've never used that chat before.
Fucking chat is great to be dropping all kinds of fucking names and shit.
This motherfucking shit. All right. Here we go. Shabam.
There it is.
Hey, hey. I never knew that. See, you just taught me something new. There you go. Right on. Only one person watching the bullshit. I guess we're up too late for some people.
That or like I have it on my homepage, so every time I go live it shows up there. It's like a setting, don't get me I forgot how to do it. Like I remember Ghost Ninja told me about it a long time ago. Um but there's a way to set up like I see that you have something that shows like your live streams, but it doesn't have like a current kind of um because mine it's like when I schedule one it'll go there and say like this hangouts coming live, but then again it should show in your subscription feeds too.
Yeah.
Let's see, does that, huh, does it show?
It's not even on your YouTube page, I don't think.
Yeah, it won't show under videos, that I do know.
Is it like the live control room or something? Like, is it in one of those settings?
um Dude, it not, you're asking the wrong motherfucker, honestly. But see, even still, like, subscribe to your page, it should show in the timeline that,
Let's see.
yeah, you must have did something wrong.
I don't know.
Like, yeah, it should show under subscriptions, like, live now, but I don't even fucking see that.
Yeah. Oh, maybe this is it. Oh, no.
But I think it depends on how you set everything up when you, uh, first got it going. Like, did you go to, I just go to schedule events.
Yeah, that's what I went to. I scheduled an event. I put in the times, all that jazz and stuff, and
Did you click quick or custom? It's like on the right side.
I think I did the regular. I made it all myself.
It's all default to quick, but I know you do quick that because there's a way where you can like disable the fucking side chat and all this other stupid
Oh
shit.
yeah, and the advanced settings on it. Let me see.
See, I never fucking.
Okay, it's on quick using Google Hangouts on Air.
Right.
For the type. Let's see, advanced settings. Do I need it? Oh, it's unlisted and I need to make it public. That's probably why. There we go.
That's probably just us.
That's why. It was the two of us that were watching because we have it on the watch screen.
Yeah.
On another tab. That's some
shit.
That's some shit right there. There we go. Okay.
Well, welcome, motherfuckers. We live now.
Been on here for a minute.
I never put unlisted. I just fucking because it won't start until you physically start it. That's why like some
I
people
totally spaced on that you had to put it on public to notify subscribers and shit. Fucking A. I'll get it eventually. Freaking the one from the other day I did with my buddy Heathen Rider. Fucking oh man, it was all fucked up. We were all recording. Freaking had no damn clue that it was freaking even doing anything. So like the first 3-4 minutes of the live stream, you just hear me talking like an idiot, making fun of myself.
Oh, funny.
And shit for freaking not knowing how to do it.
So back to this whole Premiere thing. What is your issue with Premiere, or what is your problem, I guess?
When I look at it, it's just confusing as fuck to me. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I got so used to using Sony Vegas all the time that I go to that and I know it's something new, and it just boggles my mind on how to use it. You know, I usually just have to look up like tutorials on YouTube on how to use it. Yeah.
It's well, here's the funny thing. All NLEs or nonlinear editors, which is what Premiere or Final Cut, Vegas, all that shit. They're all the same, dude. Like literally, they're all the fucking same. They all have timeline. They all have a fucking asset window. They all have your fucking project panel. Like they're all the fucking same. It's just you have to understand how that particular program is set up. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
But the only one that's out in left field is probably one you'll never get your hands on unless you just into that shit, I guess, is Avid.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Avid is between Avid and Premiere. Avid is more your like industry standard. So like out here in fucking LA and shit, right? You get a job working for a company that shoots commercials or whatever. They may ask if you know Avid. Avid's a
Oh,
motherfucker.
okay.
Because even when I got my hands on Avid at school, I was like, all right, here we go. Fucking was like clicking some shit and was like, okay, this ain't working. What the fuck? You know? And I was just like, God
Yeah.
damn it, dude. But it's just the way Avid works, the way it reference files and a bunch of other shit like that, man.
Yeah.
But they're all the same, man. They all you know, brightness and contrast works the same in Premiere as it does in fucking, Final Cut, and it's just, they may have little tweaks and differences between them, but for the most part, they all work the same. Always
Yeah.
advise people to learn keyboard shortcuts.
Yeah, that was one my main thing is Premiere. I didn't know none of the shortcuts. So I was just like, Vegas. I know a ton of them.
I want to say,
I know something a lot.
there, if you go into like your preferences, I think you can change your keyboard settings to a Vegas layout because originally, when I switched from Final Cut 7 to Premiere, and like Premiere CS5, I think it was. And fucking, yeah, dude, the fucking shortcuts were all fucked up, right? So it's like to use the like blade tool
Yeah.
in Premiere, it's either, I think it's B or C. But then like in Final Cut, it was the opposite. It's either B or C. You know what I'm saying? It's like one or the other, dude. So it's like every time I'd go to hit it, it'd be something different. And I found out through some like training DVDs. This was all before I went to film school, and I was like looking. Dude, like I just happened to stumble across like some stupid early training, like this is your timeline, this is how you bring assets, and I just kind of went through this fucking thing because there was like something they said like pretty early, and I was like, I didn't fucking know that. It's like 80, to 90% of the other information I fucking knew.
Yeah.
Right? But then like he's like, all right, so this is your fucking preference window. In this you have options of how to set up your audio if you choose to use this or this and this, and this is blah blah blah. And then it fucking came down to like keyboard shortcuts and like how you could have Premiere mimic Final Cut. So I went with the Final Cut layout for a while, man. But then there was like some kind of conflict that I had, and I just wound up switching over to Premiere and then learning their quick little keyboard shortcuts. Like fucking Snowcat will say the same thing, dude. If you learn your keyboard shortcuts, man, it'll knock off a good fucking 20, 30 minutes of editing, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
If you sit there for a couple hours.
Yeah.
I need to learn me some.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing like, because I know there's a lot of vloggers that use like Vegas Pro 13 and stuff too, and I was thinking maybe doing like some videos or like a stream or something of showing like people how to do some things or something.
Don't.
No.
No, don't. Not until you know what the fuck you're talking about. Because
Oh yeah, I can
somebody will
understand.
ask you a legitimate question. You're like, you know what? I've never had that issue. Because trust me, dude. Like I've been down that road, man. And the only thing I have on my channel, I have a live stream where I fucking edited a fight scene. Right? I was like, I had to edit that fight scene and some other shit. And I was like, you know what? Fuck, this would be kind of cool for people to watch. So I just went ahead and live streamed that shit like on a fucking Sunday one afternoon.
Yeah.
And yeah, somebody could ask you a really legitimate question like, well, what happens if this and this? And you're like, what? I don't know, dude. I've never ran into that problem. Like even Ghost Ninja asked me today. He's like, hey man, fucking like I render out the video, but the video's like unplayable after it's done. It's like I've done it 3 times. Have you ever had this issue? And I was like, no, dude. I was like, I work with a Mac, so like, I don't have those kind of issues. But no, it's just like something. Who knows, man? Either it could be hardware issues, or it just could be literally some setting that he has fucking checked. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know, man.
One program I messed with one time for a little bit. I still got it on my computer. Is Cinema 4D. That's a fun one. It's pretty cool.
Heard of that.
Oh, that one's been around for a while.
Cinema 4D is a software only. It's a compositor, so it's After Effects on steroids.
It's tight.
To the 20th power. But it's a compositor, meaning so you can go in there and you can create physics and shit. Like say if you want like your logo, say if it's just text, right? So like RedOne, bam, you can extrude it, make it all 3D and shit. So you can animate it and spin it. You can do all that shit in fucking After Effects too. But it has like physics engines and shit like that. So you could take like a fucking square, put it on the ground, and then fucking have the have the text like hovering above it, and then you can turn on like fucking gravity, and you can set the different settings for gravity, and then you can set like its collision and all this other shit, and then how many pieces it's gonna be broken up into.
Oh
So then
shit.
you hit like play, and then you see the fucking text. It'll fall to the ground as soon as it hits the floor. It'll
Shatters.
smash into a
I
million
need
pieces.
I need some of that.
I did that like the first thing I learned on there. I looked up a tutorial for like first time using Cinema 4D, and it was to make like these little black and white striped balls or whatever. And when you let them go, they fell down and they just rolled out all over the place like marbles.
Right.
I did that. That shit, I couldn't believe it when I got it right. I was like, that was the best. I was like, I can't believe I did it.
So here's the fucked up shit about Cinema 4D is that when you okay, say if you build this beautiful whatever, it could just be a 3D text that fucking animates and does cool shit or whatever. I'm not saying it has to fucking have like fluid motion or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Just when you go to export, this is where Cinema 4D becomes a whole nother fucking tutorial. Because there's so many fucking settings. And like I understand what most of them meant, but a lot of it was kind of trial and error type shit too. But the only problem with Cinema 4D is like you take my logo, you add like fucking ambient occlusion, you add fucking atmosphere, fucking whatever the fuck it's called, and then it's like 20 seconds long. You go to render that shit out, even like on an i7 with like a fucking say a 1080 video card, may take you like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the only problem. So it's like it's trial and error. Fucking but there's so many different settings in that fucking program. Like I have it, but yeah, the program out of the gate, if you buy it, is about 9 Gs.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Good thing I got it for free 99. Holy shit.
I'm fucking, yeah, my school teacher fucking hooked us up with
There you go.
some licenses and shit, you know.
I had a buddy. How I got the whole Premiere thing before After Effects. Like I got the whole CS5 master collection from a friend. His dad was like a programmer dude, and he had a whole CD of them. And I was like, I'll take that shit.
Oh,
You know,
shit.
I was like, I know how much that's worth.
I had to get the cheap fucking go to Best Buy and spend $100 type shit.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you edit with?
Premiere Elements 14.
Yeah, fuck elements. Nah, it's not. Look, I mean, look, that's what you can get your hands on, dude. It's better than fucking Windows Movie Maker or fucking Power Director or whatever.
Old school right there, Movie Maker. There, I seen someone using that shit on a vlog. I was watching a motovlog. I seen someone using Movie Maker. I was like, oh my god, that shit still exists. I was like, you think they would have upgraded it or something, you know?
No,
Like,
dude.
damn.
It works. It works fine for me. I like it. I mean, I'm sure there's better stuff out there, but I don't know anything about programming or editing or any of that. Computers are new to me.
You know what it really comes down to? Like, it comes down to how much fucking time and effort are you willing to dedicate to learning? You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to sit. This is back when I was DJing in Japan. Once I like started video editing, I used to would DJ all night. I wake up the next day, fucking, and I would literally sit there and watch fucking training DVDs or fucking YouTube videos for a good like 8 to 10 hours, man. You know, like I was really hardcore dedicated into fucking learning how to do shit right. And then, you know, when it came time to like I was creating DVDs at the time, so then you know I'm having to like figure out how to cut and make these edits, but at the same time I gotta like fucking take it into this DVD authoring fucking program, and I'm not talking like Nero fucking burning or some stupid shit like that. No, I'm talking like a full custom. You can make your own play button and chapters and all that shit, you know. And then the problem is, like, after a while, dude, I would hit a hiccup or some shit. Like, I exported it as an MP4 when I should have did it as an MPG or some shit, right? And all this, so I'm having issues, and I'm fucking trying to Google my way out of that shit. But literally, dude, if you dedicate, like, I would say just at least 20 fucking hours, man, to just learning your editing software, dude, your edits will speed up. Like, you know, you may sit there for 4 hours now to edit like a fucking 3 minute video. Whereas like once you start to learn that shit, dude, you can cut that time down in half, man, because you know what you're looking for, you know the right settings to choose, you know, and all this other shit, man. You okay there?
She
I'm
choked.
good. Yes. Yep. I love these freaking little vape pens, dude. I don't do the real vaping. This is the real deal shit.
That 1420 blaze.
That's right.
You blazing?
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
that super convenient shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I go to the shops down there in Palm Springs.
Do you have a modular helmet?
A modular helmet. No.
No, I remember like when I saw that was a thing when I moved out here. I was like, dude, if I fucking smoked weed, man, like, and I had one of them little vape pens like that,
Oh, you can fucking flip that bitch up and fuck.
sitting at a light or some shit. Like, dude, that shit is too fucking convenient, man.
Dude,
Hell
this one
no.
I probably could. I probably could stick it right up under my chin and freaking do it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Small. Yeah, but it's good. It's convenient.
Wait, you weren't at SMM, were you?
No, I missed it because my wife cock blocked me and wouldn't let me take the car. I was pissed. I was mad as hell. I was like, yeah. I was like, you know what? I was like, you're lucky I didn't get these decals from this one guy. I was like, I was gonna have him do it. I was like, he would have been pissed off. I show up and I don't have them. I'm not there to get them.
Yeah, man, you missed out on the. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It looked like a fun time. I've been watching people's videos of it, and I'm just like, motherfucker. I'm like,
Yeah, man. It was Friday. Well, everybody knows now. Fuck cats out the bag. But Friday is the best night. Was the best night because it was just enough people to keep you busy, but not enough people to where you get lost in groups and shit. It's like, dude, have you seen fucking Ghost Ninja? Man, I saw him right here somewhere. Last time he was over there talking to Capo and shit. Like, you look over at Capo, you don't see Ghost. You're like, huh, where is this motherfucker? You know? But yeah, Friday was perfect, man. Friday reminded me of last year. Friday reminded me of last year.
I'll definitely be at next year's for sure.
I was telling Cruising over here, you should come down for that Texas meetup.
Texas, wait, what part of Texas you in?
I live in Tyler, Texas, like 2 hours east of Dallas.
Okay.
And that meetup is in Austin, which is like a 4-hour ride from here.
Yeah, it's a little further for you.
But
wait, you said you're 2 hours east of Dallas? East. Okay.
Yeah, east.
Yeah. I'm originally from Oklahoma City area, so
Okay.
yeah. So I done made that trip up I-35. I-35 south to Dallas, 3.5 hours later. Well, actually, it's like, what, 2 hours to the fucking state line? You got 6-point beer, fucking tattoos, and all that shit.
6-point beer.
Oh, dude. Hey, Oklahoma's 3.2, dude, unless you get it out of the liquor store.
Damn.
Yep. And the fucking liquor stores close all day Sunday and close at 9 p.m.
Oh, they started doing that shit in Washington State where I lived before I moved to California.
They still do that here, so.
Yeah, Texas all day Sunday, right? Is it? Hello?
ET phone home?
Is he gone?
Where'd you go, Lewis? No, he's still here.
I'm still here.
Okay.
He's lagging for me.
Okay.
Is Texas is closed all day Sunday, right? Liquor store?
Yeah.
A good old Bible Belt.
Yeah, here and then they close at 9.
Oh, it's 9 too. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
9 or
Yes.
10. But I don't drink that much, so I don't really know.
Good for you. You save a lot of money. Especially if you come out here to Los Angeles, you try to hit the clubs, dude.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Fucking $10 to fucking $20, depending on what you get.
That's when you just go buy your own bottle and sneak that shit in.
I went and visited my boy in Chicago a couple years ago, and man, I blew through 20 grand in about a month or two.
Wait, 20 in a month?
Yeah.
Damn. Talking about partying.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Hold on, I got the ghetto bird out. Where the fuck is it at? Probably going to Long Beach Airport, honestly. Yeah, I'm like what, less than 5 miles from Long. Well, nah, a little over 5 miles from Long Beach Airport.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to hook. We'll have to meet up or something when I go out to Redondo Beach to get my new bike.
And when will that be, sir?
Delamo Motorsports.
No, when?
Yes, sir. That's where
When?
I'm going in Redondo Beach.
When?
So tomorrow's my last doctor's appointment, and he should be releasing me to go back to work and shit. So as soon as I get that from him tomorrow, and then I go up to my job, freaking that's going up towards like you're going to Vegas, kind of. You go. It's on Highway 95, but it's an inspection station up there I work at, and I just got to go to them, turn in my application to come back, and they said within like a week they'll be able to give me my start date or whatever when I can come back to work, and as soon as that happens, I'm fucking gone and off down there to go get it.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
So I'm hoping no more than 2 weeks I'll be coming down there to go get it.
So in total, how long have you been recovering so far?
My crash was on April 28th, so on the 28th of this month it'll be 4 months if I'm still going to be recovering for a while anyways, but my hand's good enough now where I can ride. That's me making a fist right there. My pinky, I don't want to do nothing though. Like, this is the most I've gotten it to move in a while.
Shit, fuck it. All you need is 2 fingers.
But dude, yeah, well, because like the grip, because I went to my buddy's house and he has adjustable levers on his bike, and I put it onto the easiest setting. Like literally, you just gotta do like a little cunt here, and it engages that bitch, right? Freaking, I went over there, and I was actually able to pull the clutch in all the way and stuff, in and out, and everything with my hand. But my grip on like towards my pinky, it just felt real stiff and like not really like grabbing around. So like this last like week and a half since then, I've been really like going to town on my hand, trying to get it more and more,
whacking it.
No, that don't seem to help. Truthfully, fucking. But no, one thing that started helping that scared the shit out of me to do, because the 2 knuckles on my pinky and my ring finger actually kind of like dislocated from the knuckle, like when they ripped, like they broke a part off of it or whatever, right? So I was like, if I pull on my fingers, maybe I could pop the knuckle and that might help some, right? Well, I freaking was doing it one day. I was in the shower soaking my hand up, wrenching on it and everything, and I'm just pulling on it, and then all of a sudden it just popped out of nowhere, and I got scared as fuck. And freaking, but then my finger felt better, and I was just like, and I could move it a little bit more and shit. So then I started twisting my fingers around and popping the knuckles in the joints in the knuckle and stuff, and then the tip of my finger and everything, doing that. It's loosened them up so much and broken up so much more of that calcium buildup in there, which is what will make your fingers stiffen up where you can't use them no more, is all that calcium that goes to them when they get hurt. That's what the doctors told me. They're like, as soon as you get done here with this surgery, like, you need to really be working on them hands, because they're like, as soon as that calcium gets to those joints, your shit's gonna stiffen up and it's gonna be really hard to move them. So I was just like, fuck. I was like, so like this finger right here, my ring finger, the tip of it right here, this one, it can't bend no much farther than what it's got right there, not like a normal one, because I had 2 pins that went across right through here, and for a little while I couldn't do nothing. Like, there's so much calcium buildup right here on the left side, there's a little lump right here on the side of my ring finger where the knuckle is and shit. But it's weird, and it feels like this knuckle is freaking moved up to here, because you can't even see that bitch. It's fucking like gone. I don't even know what's up with that. But but I got it good enough to where I can actually grip down on a handlebar grip and stuff, and ride and use my 2 fingers to pull the clutch in and stuff, because these 2 fingers are fine. There ain't nothing wrong with these motherfuckers. I can still bang a girl if I want to. Shit, whatnot. But but yeah, I'm really excited, man. I don't even know how I've even had enough videos to fucking put on YouTube to fucking keep shit going. It's been ridiculous. I've even had to make some shit up.
Dude, actually, man, I'm running on stock footage right now, stockpiled shit.
Yeah.
I need a back tire for my fucking R1.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, I'm ready to get back riding. All of
Hell
my
yeah.
friends are ready too. Like, ever since I crashed, all my buddies that I ride with here in town, they haven't rode since, except for like going to work and back, and that's about it. They haven't gone out. They haven't met up with each other and gone out and ride. Nothing. It's just like I fucked it up for everybody. Ain't no one riding no more because of me.
What bike you trying to get?
I'm really looking to get the same R6 again, that yellow one, the 60th anniversary, because they got it on sale right now for just under 10 grand and stuff. So I was able to get a
Okay,
deposit down on it to hold that sale price until I can come down there and come snag it up and stuff. So,
I
but
got you.
I
yeah,
think
so
somebody in
that's
the chat earlier was asking about that red bike, the
that Ducati or the
items that
Daytona.
you're looking at.
What, the 675?
Yeah, there's ones at Burt's Mega Mall out there in your area. Freaking, there's a Daytona 675 for sale for like 8 grand.
Hmm.
It's red. It's nice.
Is it an R or no?
I can
It,
look.
it wasn't the
I
R.
don't think it was the R. No.
I was
I
telling
remember
you in the
someone was
chat.
asking. Yeah, you were okay. Yeah, that was you. You were asking me
I was
about
like,
that.
dude, you
Yeah,
gotta make sure it's the R. You get the Olin suspension, the quick shifter. Oh, dude, they're
yeah,
pricey, but I think it's well worth it.
yeah, yeah. It was a nice bike. When I saw that, I was just like, oh shit, because I was
That's
looking around
the
all kinds of bikes on there.
Hmm.
that's the bike my girlfriend wants is the 675R.
Yeah, yeah. I want to get
It's a
a
whiny
Ninja.
bike.
I want to get a Ninja 636, but I don't know. I don't like the colors that they got going on.
How do you not like Howie Green?
I
What's
just
wrong with
don't,
you?
man. I just don't. I'm sorry. I
uh,
like Kawasaki's too. My first sport bike was a Ninja 650. It wasn't no a super sport, but it was alright. It did its thing. It was cool. It was still sporty.
Yeah, I have a, actually it was when Ghost Ninja crashed on that ride. I never put that video up. Um, but the day he crashed, I had rented a bike because mine was still in the shop, and I was not about to ride two up to fucking San Diego again. I was like, fuck that. And so I rented it was a 13 636. And like the bike was cool and all, but like I felt like the front end was like stretched out from the tank, from like, the top of the tank all the way to like the gauge cluster. Felt like it was elongated and fucking, I don't know, it just felt weird, man. But
Yeah.
I mean, I got to put like, what, a good probably 300 miles on the thing, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I don't know, I didn't like it. Like I honestly thought like if I couldn't get like an R6 or something like that, and I
Yeah.
needed another 600, then it would be like a 636. That's what I thought until I fucking rode one, and I was just like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the bike per se. It didn't fit me well, like not
Yeah.
at
I
all.
like the riding position and stuff on the R6. It's
oh no,
comfortable.
dude, I fucking hated the R6.
It was different. It was weird for me to get used to it too, because the Ninja 650, it's kind of more of an upright, comfortable
Yeah,
position, because of the
comfy
handlebars and
bike.
shit. So it's like it took me, I don't know, I'd say the first 2 weeks of riding that freaking bike when I got it, man, that shit was I had to get used to leaning forward just that little bit. But then once I started getting used to it, I found myself sitting normal and still riding the same. So I was like, oh, okay.
The
Because I felt like
R6,
I was all stretched out at first, but I don't know.
it's not too bad until you got a tuck, and then for me, my forearms would be hitting my fucking knees. I was
Oh,
like, nah,
you're probably a lot taller than me though.
Yeah,
this
I'll
is
tell you.
fucking
I,
barely 6 foot.
okay, never mind. We're right around the same because I'm like 5'11" and a half or some shit.
Yeah.
But on my R1, dude, that thing is like the most comfortable fucking thing I've ever sat on.
There's a lot more room on that bike.
Yeah,
What year's your one?
it's an '09.
I don't know.
It's nice as fuck too. I like it.
Thank you.
I really
Yeah.
like your R1.
If I get an R1, I'm gonna have to go like go see Moto status and go ahead and get that newer joint. Like that shit is
Yeah.
nice, man. Like I saw one
Yeah.
of the R1Ms in person, not
Yeah.
like at a show or anything or at the dealership, but this guy had one and he had done like a couple little things to it, but I was just like, man, that's a fucking,
Well,
like I'm
yeah.
not too much of a fan of like the stainless parts and all that shit, but it's
Mhm.
just, oh, I'd love to have that bike.
Yeah.
But
I heard they were gonna make a R6M.
that would be interesting.
Have you guys seen the
R6,
concept for
but
that
it
new
looks like the
R6?
R1. I was like, that would
No.
be kind of cool.
It looks kind of like the see if I can find a link to it. It looks kind of like the R1, but it looks pretty good.
Well, like a 18 or some shit?
I think it's a 2017. If I can find, I'll put it in the.
Is it a Triumph?
No, an
No, the
R6.
R6.
It's an R6.
I'll put it in the side chat.
Because my buddy, he showed me one. My buddy that I ride with, he's like, dude, he's like, you should get the R6M. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, R6M? And he's like, dude, he's like, it's the R6. It's a 600cc bike, but it looks like the R1, the design and everything. I was like, what? No way. I was like, I'd get one. That shit's freaking badass looking, you know? And I looked it up. I couldn't find shit. I even called a couple freaking Yamaha dealerships. They're like, nope. I'm like, what? It was like a concept thing or something.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of the 2017 R6. It looks like the R1.
The 2017.
Yeah, it's.
Interesting.
Here's the one. Let me see.
It's
Oh,
interesting.
that blue is sexy. Oh my god. I might be looking at. No, that's the 2015. God damn it, Google. Give me the wrong image. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's it right there. The 2017 R6. That's the one my buddy was talking about. That same one. I will get that. Fucking if they got that shit. I will get that fucking bike if they have it there.
Yeah, it looks.
Joking.
It looks like a transformer.
It does. I like that shit. The only thing I'm wondering about is the freaking headlights because they're tiny. You know? It's like.
You know, if they're like fucking LEDs, dude, they'll be bright. Cause like those Ducatis and shit, man, those shit are fucking bright as hell, dude.
Yeah, see, that'd be tight as fuck if they got this bike there. I'd get that. Surprise the fuck out of everybody. Check it out, bam. You know, because they said if I made the trot all the way out there, the 3.5-hour drive, freaking, they said they'll hook me up.
Fucking dealerships. But I mean, even if they were to make an R6M, like, what would they add to the R6?
I don't fucking know. Maybe just like a quick shifter.
Little shit.
Maybe like, yeah, just like little cool things. You know, shit like that. Maybe some adjustable shorty levers on it already or some shit, you know.
Pretty much whatever they did to the R1M.
Yeah, because there's a R1S, isn't there?
Yeah, the R1S is like
a detuned version.
Yeah.
The bike looked tight as fuck too. I was looking at one of those. I was like, I don't know about all that. I should still get used to an R6 before I go any bigger, anyways.
Fuck it, dude. Just get a 1000, man. There ain't no going back once you do it.
Dude, there's that red R1 that's at the dealership down there for freaking the same price as I'm gonna get the R6 for, and that one's already broken. It's got like 11,000 miles on it.
What year is it?
2014, I believe. R6, or I mean R1.
You just go.
Yeah, it's a lot of power though, man.
Yeah, I know. That's my main thing. And then the insurance, they told me, I asked them for shits and giggles how much it'd be for an R1. They're like, for the whole year, it's gonna be 300 something bucks a month. I was like, what the fuck? That's for 9 months. I was like, God damn. I was like, I'll stick with the R6. I'm cool.
Yeah, the insurance.
It was like $600 for the year.
Insurance on a 1000 will fucking kill you.
Yeah, I'd rather stick with the R6. It's got enough get up and go for me. I'm cool with that bike.
Fuck it, dude. Just get an H2.
That's what everyone in the chat, the thing was saying the other day when I did that live stream shopping for bikes on here. They're all H2 ZX14. I'm like, you guys are crazy. You guys want to see me crash again?
No, even if you got like a ZX14, dude, like you would literally have no choice but to ride it purely one style, and it's fast in a straight line.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of straight roads out here. Fucking hey.
I mean, because like I rode Goat's brother's Busa when I was in Reno, and like now his is like modified, right? It's lowered for drag, and you know, fucking there's like nitrous and the whole fucking 9 and shit, right? But like it cornered like a motorcycle, but at the same time, this bike is so goddamn big. There is no hanging off of the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? At least I didn't feel like you know, you'd ever be like really hanging off the bike in a corner and shit. You know what I'm saying? It just wants to go fast in a straight line, and that's what boosters are great. So
Yeah.
ZX14 is the same thing, Kawasaki equivalent, but yeah, you're not trying to go out the mole hole and on your ZX14 and show everybody how it's done. No, it's not fucking happening.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're like a 6'8", 270-pound guy, then okay, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Right? That's a small bike to you.
Yeah. Like Shaq or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Right, that bike's tiny to him, dude. So
Yeah. I seen the fucking chopper that they had to build that guy. Holy shit. Talking about the biggest motorcycle ever made.
but
Fucking A. He got a chopper. He got a custom chopper made. Freaking long time ago. It was on that
probably
one
never
Orange County
rides that
chopper
motherfucker.
show or some shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you probably
Yeah.
never rides that fucking thing.
Probably not.
Doubt it. They just probably got his blessing, and he fucking probably had it for a while, and then who knows, either sold it or whatever.
Yeah. There's a fucking on the stream the other night looking for bikes. I found one. Fucking where was it? I found it on some webs. It was on eBay. Someone told me in the chat to look on eBay Motors for a bike, and I was like, all right, I'll do it. So I looked in there,
that.
and the track guy Travis Barker from Blink 182 is selling his custom fucking bike on there.
No shit, for how much?
Yeah,
like
dude.
50?
Fuck,
20.
no.
It was like in the 20s.
Yeah, it was like 25,000, something like that. But this thing was emerald green. It shined like a motherfucker, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah, that bike got rolled on and off trailers, dude. That's it.
And it didn't. Yeah, it was just a show bike. That was it, because it had like no miles.
Yeah, see, and that's what happens, right? Like I don't know if you guys ever heard of Parts Unlimited. They're like a big distributor for like Icon, Alpine Star, a bunch of big names. And they put out like magazines and all this, but every year they build like a custom bike, and then after I think like a year or two, they end up like selling it. And I think somebody that works within the company, has an opportunity to buy it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like whether they even fucking do shit with the bike, maybe they buy it as like an investment, because they pretty sure get like a pretty okay deal on it or whatever. But like, yeah, there's so many bikes that get built for magazines and other shit like that, or for these companies, and then they end up either getting sold off or shit like that, dude. So yeah, sometimes you can find some super dope custom shit for like 20 or 30 grand, and you're like, dude, this is a one-off. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no other bike like this in the world. Custom frame, custom rims, fucking custom paint job, custom motor, like whatever, dude.
That sucks because you can't ever ride it on the street, really.
Yep, because you think about it, you're like, dude, if I fucking crash this thing, that's it, dude. Game over.
Yeah,
It's over.
it's done. Yeah.
That's it. I mean, there ain't no. I mean, sure, you can take it to somebody and get it fixed, but it'll never be the same. Especially, I mean, it depends on how far custom this shit went. They're like, well, your handlebars are bent, so either you can pay us fucking, the $3,000 to fucking custom mold the fucking handlebar, some shit like it. Yeah, it's not gonna be some shit you just pull parts out of the fucking magazine on, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, yeah, when they make them custom bikes, that's what I liked watching about that TV show. Is like these motherfuckers literally start with some pipe and fucking build it from the ground up. That shit is just amazing. Sitting here looking at all these. I went on eBay Motors again. I'm looking at all these Chinese fairings. What do you think about them?
Never had any experience. But good old fucking subscribe today. Fucking Psycho Cruiser says some shit about the fairings, right? And I kind of knew there's like the ABS injection, and then there's like the other joints. And I know I think the ABS injection is the better type, but for the most part, it's not gonna fit the way you want to. You know what I'm saying?
It's not 100.
I see your bike's fairings on here, Red.
We're gonna keep it moving, anyways. But like Psycho Cruiser made a point, and not gonna lie, dude, it's probably like some super great information that came out of the fucking plethora of bullshit that comes out of his mouth. But he said that like when he got his, I think that leader bike, the Honda, what is it, the fucking Fireblade.
1000.
Yeah, the Fireblade. When he got that, he went out and ordered those custom fairings for it, and he was like, because that way, if you happen to drop the bike, guess what? You got brand new untouched fucking fairings. And I was just like, huh? And then he was like, also, if you go to sell the bike, guess what? You got brand new untouched fairings. Or if you happen to fucking total the bike, right? Guess what? You got brand new untouched frames that you can sell on eBay for like 2 fucking G's. And I was just like, this motherfucker makes a lot of goddamn sense right now. I mean, think about it, dude. You got brand new factory OEM fairings that were only on the bike the ride home or, for like a couple of weeks or some shit. And you fucking wrap that shit up and tuck it off somewhere, dude. Turn around and sell that shit on eBay. You can make some money, dude.
Yeah, that is easy cash money right there.
Think about it. Brand new OEM fairings only on bike for 1 week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then you got to ride around on your bike with some fucking zip tied up fucking fairings and shit.
No, they're pretty good now, dude. I mean, it's just, I think it's some of the little tighter spots you may have some issues with, but,
Yeah.
I mean.
And dude, I love the fairings on my R1. They're like little, they're clipped, like, I don't know how to explain it. They screw in and then just click. All you have to do is turn them like a quarter turn and they pop off.
Yeah, they're like screw pins. They're
Yeah,
weird.
they're fucking awesome. I've never, like all my other bikes, it was a pain in the ass to take the fairings off, but on my R1, I love doing it.
Lucky bastard. Yeah, my R6, man, like changing the oil sucks dick, man, because you got to like pull the left side fairing off, and then you got to pull the little accent piece.
I like where they put the oil filter at least.
Yeah,
I mean, that's easier.
on the R6, that was nice. On the R1,
I was
dude,
like, man, you just got to take off the shifter arm and that's it. That's tight.
if you don't have a special tool for the R1 or one of those K&N filter,
17 millimeter nut.
yeah, it's behind the fucking headers in the most awkward position ever.
I hated my Ninja. That shit was a bitch. It was right under the headers.
Whoever had the oil change on my bike last didn't have that nut on there, and it was a pain on the ass to fucking get it off. So this
Dude,
time, when I did the oil change, I went ahead and put that K&N filter one.
Dude, actually, I almost fucked myself with a Canon filter one time.
I hate those things.
So what had happened was the fucking, how it's like it has a black paint on the outside, right? Fucking, it's like where the nut should sit flush, it was like kind of caked on with fucking, like at the base of the nut, where it's like on top of the can, there was like a lot of paint. So every time you push the nut on there and you fucking go to crank on it real hard, it would snap kind of off.
Yep.
So I tried fucking like chipping away at the paint with a fucking, dude, I'm not gonna lie.
We did the same shit. I did the same thing when I had mine. I was getting mad as fuck at it because it just kept like stripping it the whole time. And then I just said, fuck it. When I couldn't get it off, I took a screwdriver to that bitch and fucking pounded that bitch into there and wrenched it off.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I finally got it, but dude, I was like, man, I've already pulled the plug. I'm like, dude, like, if I take this shit to a mechanic, am I gonna fucking put brand new oil in to fucking take the fucking filter off? I was like, God damn it, dude, I was getting pissed, man. I get so pissed.
Oh man. Yep. I've been there before because that's usually because I don't take the filter off until I've drained all the oil. Of course, that's when you're supposed to do it. But
right.
It's like you're already at the point of no return once you do that. It's like shit. So, yeah, I don't mess with the K&N no more. I just use the Fram filters. Those ones go on good. And then I got the deal that goes right over the top of it. It's like an adapter piece. It goes over the whole thing, and then you just put it on your ratchet and just go to town, get it off there, and that works out good for me now.
Well, that, and you got to remember too, like your goddamn oil filter doesn't need to go on as tight as like a fucking engine bolt or something.
Yeah. It's I literally found out just literally finger tight. That's it. Just like give it a turn, and once you feel it snug, kind of leave it the fuck alone, and it'll seal itself.
Yeah, because if you kind of make it semi-half-ass tight, 4 months from now when you go to take it off, or depending on how much you ride or whatever, when you go to take it off, dude, that shit is like spot welded the fuck on there. You're just like,
yeah,
it's getting so goddamn tight. Yeah, dude. What kind of oil do you use?
Mobile One.
Mobile One. What about you?
The Rotella T6.
Interesting.
Yeah, the Shell Rotella T6. It's pretty good. I like it. It works.
I like the Mobile One because it doesn't get as fucked up as quick. It burns for a lot longer. It isn't, you know what I mean?
I haven't
The
lost
oil stains cleaner.
any oil in my bike, and it has special additives in it.
Hmm. I've actually, I guess, what technically kind of burnt oil or whatever. Well, I don't want to say burnt oil. Well, um, so I remember I was getting tires done and I need oil change. I was like, hey, while you got it, just go ahead and change the oil. They was like, yeah, cool. What kind of oil you want to use? I was like, well, whatever, like whatever y'all got. And he's like, well, we got the shit on the shelf here, or we got the drum oil. And I was like, I'll take the drum oil, right? And I remember somewhere about like fucking 2,500 miles, my fucking oil light comes on. Right, the red light, and I was like, whoa, whoa, what the fuck is this? So I went and checked the oil, and I was like, I was low, not a lot, but just I was low. And I was like, what the fuck? So from that point on, dude, I've always used Motul, right? I use the 5100, so not like the fucking race shit, the like something V. I can't remember what it is. 51V or whatever the fuck it is, but I use like the one to step down from that. And that oil, dude, I've ran like 6,000 miles, dude, on the fucking, and not because like I didn't change my oil at 3,000 miles. Like it's a fucking motorcycle, and the oil is great. If you're not like putting a fucking foot in your bike's ass every time you ride it, you can ride around pretty long on this fucking oil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so many people are like, hey, when are you supposed to do oil change? 3,000 miles. It's like, well, no, because okay, put it this way, Cali girl's fucking her bike has like 23,000 miles on it. She bought a brand new, right? Fucking, she just replaced the chain like 2,000 miles ago,
Holy shit.
right? And then her
What fucking
bike,
chain is that? I want it.
it was the fucking,
Probably a 530 chain.
but it
Damn.
was stock from Suzuki, dude. That shit had, yeah, I think 21,000 miles on it.
That's crazy.
Right? And I'm like, dude, I'm getting like maybe just at like 12 if I'm lucky, but I do a lot of wheelies and shit now, so it makes sense, right? But
Yeah.
but yeah, and then like the mechanic was listening to our bike one day, and he's a Suzuki guy, right? He was saying, he's like, yeah, your bike don't even sound like it needs a fucking um a valve adjustment. And so at the end of the day, it comes back to how you ride your motorcycle, right? Like if you're
Right.
always in the canyons or you're always fucking bouncing off the rev limiter or running it up there to fucking 12, 13,000 RPMs and shit,
Popping
like,
wheelies.
right, yes, you should go ahead and change your oil every 3,000 miles. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a good thing to do. Sure, you could take it to 5,000 and probably have zero fucking issues, right? Especially if it's a Japanese bike, you're good to go. But
Yeah.
change it to 3,000 miles, you sleep easier at night and shit like that. But for her, dude, yeah, dude, she just, I'm like, you have this big ass bike and you fucking just putt around on it. Like, seriously? But it's just her riding style. But at the same
Yeah.
time, dude, you put her in a canyon, dude, you're going to be white knuckled if she's leading. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, shit.
She knows, yeah, knows how to ride. Just doesn't ride like the typical fucking jackass male. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy. I still can't get over freaking how many miles she got off that chain. That's nuts.
That's what I said. I was like,
That's like 3 chains. 4.
dude, 20,000 miles, man.
What does she ride?
A Gixxer 1000, 2013.
I'm gonna
Yep.
get me a Gixxer chain.
Well, that's probably why she got so many miles out of it.
It's a lot. That's a lot of miles. I'm not.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a grip. Fucking A.
But no, I mean, like for me, when I get chains, I get like I converted to a 530, and I go Japanese steel.
I don't know what that is.
A Japanese made steel chain.
Dude, you can't go wrong with that shit. That's like the motherfuckers that made samurai swords and shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, just so like you got to think like I'm trying to think of some companies.
Just like the quality of it, right?
Yeah, but it's just Japanese made, right? Like
Okay.
but the main thing is steel chain, right? So like as dope as I would love, I mean as dope as it would look, I would love to have one of those red fucking link chains and shit. Unfortunately, most of those are aluminum. So for the average commuter or somebody who's fucking doing wheelies and shit, that's not the chain you want, dude. It's gonna stretch. It's fine if you're a stunter and you just pop the shit off, put a new one on, you're done. But for the average commuter, man, you don't really want a fucking an aluminum chain.
No.
So steel holds up longer and shit like that, man. It's just stronger. That's all.
Yeah.
And that's what I
And
think
they're
that's what my
cheaper.
front when I went one tooth down on the front sprocket. I think it was a Japanese steel sprocket.
Sprocket,
I
yeah.
don't I don't remember the brand, but
I think I use
here shortly.
JK. I
I
believe
use
it's
Actually,
DID.
I think that's
DID.
what it
Okay.
was. I think it was JK. Now that you said it,
Well,
and
Japanese steel. it's,
and here shortly, when I gotta do the rear sprocket, I'm gonna go ahead and just do the super sprox. I don't know if you guys have seen any other stuff. It's aluminum on the inside, and then it's steel on the outer ring where the chain rubs.
oh,
So
okay.
you get the lightness of an aluminum sprocket, but the durability of a steel sprocket.
Yeah, 'cause see, like so many people go out and get the fucking vortex joints, and I'm like,
I seen
Yeah,
those things.
hey, that shit look cool, but guess what, dude? That shit is not gonna last as long as this motherfucker by no
no,
means whatsoever, dude.
Yeah.
They look great. Like I said,
it's
for
pretty
me,
cool.
I commute, dude. So
Yeah,
I mean, I can't. It's something I'll have to worry about another, an additional 5,000 miles or whatever the fuck it may be, man. So, but yeah, do you guys run a 530 chain or?
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Mine
that's what
came
I
with
had.
one.
I'm going with that's
Yeah, I
what
think
I
your
had.
R1 naturally would probably have either a 525 or 530.
Yeah, it's a 530.
And wait, you said you dropped a tooth on the R1?
Yeah, I went one down in the front,
Okay.
so it's
Question.
what's up?
Why?
Why? I'm trying to get rid of that clunkiness of first gear. If you have the '09 through 2014 R1s have this clunk to it. Like I don't know what it is from the factory. All of them have it. And if you go down one tooth and then do I think Graves clutch kit, they have a clutch kit. I still need to get that, but it gets rid of that. And then if you do the flash tune, it helps with that too.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because from what I understand of the R1 is that it's a it's a wheelie happy son of a bitch.
Oh, it is. I'm scared of it. I don't. First, first gear, I will not give it full throttle. I'll give it 75, and even if I do that, right about 70 miles an hour, the front tire just starts coming
Starts to
up, and I'm
lift.
like, no,
God damn.
no, fuck that.
You know
Yeah,
what's funny, dude? That shit
it's
happened. That shit happened to me on Cali Girls Jixer. So I remember I pulled up and there was this dude in like this fucking Infinity or some shit. He fucking looks over at me, fucking. I think he revs the engine or some shit. I can't remember. Or no, I know what it was. I was like, I was on maybe half a mile from a light, and I just see this car, and he's like hauling ass behind me. So light goes red, and of course we're side by side. So light goes green. I fucking take off, dude. Run out the clutch, and then I finally get it and fucking full throttle that bitch. And yeah, somewhere around like 80 or so, the fucking front end shot up off the ground, dude. I'm talking, I went full noob mode. I mean, fucking came
freaked
off
out.
the pegs and shit, dude.
Uh,
Right? And fucking, it's like I cut the throttle, came back down, fucking looked back at dude, fucking shifted it a second, and then took the fuck off. But oh my god, dude. I was not expecting that bike to lift that late. I figured if it was going to happen, like, what, 40 maybe? But, I'm sitting there like, okay, I got to shift here in a second, and then whoop, front end comes up. Like,
oh yeah, dude, that shit scares the fuck. I'll do canyons all day, get down in the twisties, and go fast. But as soon as that front tire comes up, man, it sketches me out. Like I'm not a wheelie guy, and I don't want to fuck up my bike because fuck all that.
under, understanding wheelies definitely changes perspective. It does. Like, but here's the thing. Unless I guess I'm on a track or some shit, there's no way that I can ever have my R6 wound up high enough and be that comfortable on the street to where the front end would raise on me, even like in first gear. You know what I'm saying? Like the front end gets light, but it won't actually lift off. You know, without like.
Yeah, I never had mine lift up.
But the front end gets real light though. You know what I'm talking
Fuck
about?
yeah, it does. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It feels like it's about to come up, but it don't.
Right. But yeah, I think like once you understand wheelies and kind of how far you got to play with before you reach balance point and all that shit, I think it would be a lot easier. So for me, like going out on like an R1 or some shit and like coming out of a corner and then just full throttling it and then the front end comes up, I think like I could actually ride it out for a little bit. Now, if it happens late in the power band, that's kind of you can't really do anything because you don't want to slam the bike back down because you're bouncing off the ram limit or that type of shit. But like there's so many times, man, I'll easily come around a corner at like fucking 25, get right to 30, pop the clutch and just and just fucking take off, dude. Like it's easy, man, you know. But I want to do second gear wheelies, but my problem is I have to sit all the way back, which is new to me, right? And I have to be at around 60 miles an hour and then literally fucking hold the clutch in long enough to where it fucking bounces off the rail limiter once or twice and then just fucking let that shit go. And then just kind of push down and then pull back. And then, yeah, the front end comes up. But, oh, it's fucking scary because I'm doing 60.
Sounds scary.
I'm at 60. So, which means is by the time I bring it down, I'm at like 90.
Yeah.
Right,
That
speed
shit-
wobbles and all kinds of shit start to play into effect.
That shit just scares me, man. I had a friend who got really good at doing wheelies, and I think he was doing a second or third gear wheelie, going about 70, and his bike just started fucking wobbling left and right, and then
Oh no.
crashed. That shit just, I can't get over that, man. I just don't want to wreck the bike.
You know, for me, I don't know. I've gotten lucky, but I've always had this mentality: first gear wheelies, first gear wheelies, first gear wheelies, and it's taken me well over a year to get to where I'm at. I'm pretty comfortable with wheelies, not fully cocky yet, but I can actually like kind of pan over to one side and look at somebody or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
There
But
you go.
even still, like I'm so far from balance point that I'm still chasing the wheelie. Granted, like the more and more I keep doing them, and especially when everything comes up just right, like I can ride it out longer. But you know, for the most part, I'm still chasing all my fucking wheelies. But I just like I started, and I was probably just decompressing the suspension. That's it, dude. Like front end's not even coming off the ground. Just like nope, you know, and just I did that shit for like a month, and then it got to a point where okay, the front end's coming off the ground some of the time, right? Because I could actually feel the slam back down and all that shit, you know. And then fucking a couple more months of that shit, and the next thing you know, I was able to get it up a little higher, you know. Now we're talking 6 inches, right? Yeah. Good 6 inches off the ground, dude. I swear it'll be the highest shit in your life. You're like, dude,
When I was learning wheelies on my Ninja 650, I swear to God, like you're saying, when I got at the front tire about 6 inches, I was like, oh my fucking God. I was like, hell yeah. I thought I was freaking doing it good until I actually popped that bitch up one day about 9 o'clock. Then I was like, oh, that freaking tripped me out. I swear my asshole took a chunk out my seat.
And you know what's crazy is whenever I was asking, you know, on forums, you know, what should I do to get rid of that? There was a guy who said, you know, just do the -1, you'll be all right. Because I was thinking about doing -1 +2 in the back. And there was this guy who did that on his R1. He said he can't keep that front wheel down for nothing. I was like,
because
all right, -1 only is all I need.
so if it's just the smaller sprocket that you need, you can get a rear sprocket to level things out. Like, do you know how it works, right? Like the front sprocket versus the rear sprocket. You know, it's a 3-to-1 or 1-to-3 ratio.
Yeah, -1 is like adding 2 or 3 in the back.
Right. So if you wanted to just counter it, you could always do -1 and then do like a -3 in the rear, and then boop, you're back to stock again, technically.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the bike will react a little bit differently at that point too.
That's why all the stunters have that big ass crazy
Big
sprocket in
ass
the back.
fucking that
60
big ass wood saw fucking thing.
sprockets.
So
It's crazy.
Shit looks like a
Huge ass
fucking
rocket.
vinyl record, dude. Goddamn, that thing's
Yeah, I
huge.
know. I seen that. I'm like, God damn, the fuck? That thing's
No
humongous.
top end. It's all
Yeah,
city driving.
I went to Jason Britton's shop one day to talk to him about a motor and all this other shit. And while he was dealing with this other guy, I was talking to his mechanic, and he's got a I think a 636, and he was like a -3 +7 or some stupid shit like that. And we're not. He's not the kind of stunner that's like in shows and shit. He does this shit like out on the highways, on the streets and shit, right? So he still got to be able to like run from the cops or whatever. So he was telling. I was like, well, what's your top speed? He's like a $126.
$126. God damn.
He's
That's
like
about
that.
what my
Uh-oh. Went to the Matrix.
Oh. He went to the Matrix.
Wait, can you say that one more time, sir?
Lewis, where are you, buddy?
Ninja 650 would do.
Oh, there you go.
Ninja 650 would do. That's all we heard.
Oh, was it fucking up again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Are you on a computer or are you on your phone?
No, I'm on the computer.
Okay, so if you hover, so go to our side, like the chat window, and then up at the top
Okay.
where it's like hang up and all that other shit, you should see this thing that looks like a volume bar. If you click on that and turn your
Right.
bandwidth down, it'll help.
Okay. Put it at
Because,
the lowest, audio only.
no, we'll see what'll happen is like how Cruisamoto has his cam going on, it'll turn his off and for you, and it'll just show like his profile pic.
Oh, okay. Alright,
Yeah,
I'll just put it all the way down then. Fuck it.
dude, that shit took us, I don't know, like 100 fucking 100 fucking live streams before we figured that shit was even a thing. Like I always thought it was like a volume meter or some
Plus,
shit.
my router's fucking going to shit right now, anyways, too. So I think that might be what it is.
It sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, 126 miles per hour, dude. 6th gear wide open on the freeway.
That's craziness.
That's it. I was just like, well, geez, dude.
You ain't getting away from nothing.
No.
Not at all.
And then since I don't know shit about stunning, right? The same kid, well, guy or whatever, he also informed me that R6 stunt bikes are not a thing.
Hmm.
And I was like, wait, you know what? You're right, dude. I've never seen. They're always Honda, Suzuki's, or fucking Kawasaki's. He's like, yep. He's like, you know what that is? And I was like, I have no fucking clue. Yamahas have electronic throttle adjustment or some shit like that, whereas the Hondas and the Kawasaki's and Suzuki's, you can manually adjust them. That's why you hear their fucking engine. It's like idling at like 3,000 RPMs.
Yeah.
4,000, whatever the fuck it's set at. Yeah.
I could do that on my Ninja 650. I could make the idle go up as high as I wanted.
Right? You can't do that on an R6. It's all
That's
electronic.
true. I was looking for that motherfucker on it too when I got that bike. I was like, where's that bitch? I was like, this helps when you do wheelies. I was like, because on the Ninja 650, I'd turn the knob up till I was at like, around like 4K or whatever on it, and then I'd go around and I started, popping the clutch, and it was a little easier doing it that way because it was already revved up a little bit.
Right. It's that would be a really consistent way of learning, because the only consistent thing you get with trying to pop a wheelie is if you can get that wrist to fucking turn the same amount each goddamn time. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because sometimes you pop it at like 10K, everything's good to go. You pop it at 13 and you're on your ass. You know what I mean? It just. Yep.
Yeah, because the power band on the R6 kicks in right at 10K. For you just like, bam.
Yeah.
For mine, it starts at 8, but
I really
from,
felt it
from
usually
like
around
8
10.
to 10. Yeah, 8 to 10. It's like we're getting there, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
One of
loved
the things
it.
I didn't like
loved it
about
when
the
I was in
R6.
second gear and then hit the power band. Ooh, man, that R6 is like, fuck you, whatever you're next to, you're gone. It was tight. Like when I blew the shit out that Dodge Challenger in one of my videos. I let him get a head start too. I fucked his ass up. That was cool shit.
Only problem with 600s is they start taking losses after 120 miles per hour.
I don't know if you guys have a problem with getting people to race you.
I use Mustangs. I have a problem with Mustangs trying to race me.
Yes.
I can't get anyone ever since I got the R1. Like On my 650, GTOs and all kinds of cars would fuck with me. Even little Civics. As soon as I got the R1, nobody would race me. I
They
keep
knew
going
better.
up to Corvettes, and I'm like, come on, let's go. But nobody wants to do anything. They don't want to fuck with me.
It's worse because I'll see fucking Lambos and fucking McLarens and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Nope, that motherfucker just trying to go home.
I tried to get a freaking the new Acura freaking NSX. I
Oh,
seen
yeah.
one of those, and I tried to get them guys to race me. I was just coming home from a ride, and I seen one at the gas station. I was like, "The fuck is that car?" And I freaking turned around and I rolled up to him and I looked at. I was like, "Oh!" I was like, "Holy fuck, that is a new NSX." I was like, "That shit is legit as fuck," you know. I asked the guy. I was like, "You want to race real quick?" And he was a foreigner guy, and he was like, "Oh no, I'm just renting it." I'm like, "Damn."
If you're renting it, dude, that's even the
I
more
know. Go race the fucking shit out that
fucking
thing,
put your
man.
foot to the
Yeah.
floor in that motherfucker, please.
Yeah. I wanted to, man. I don't even care if I would have lost. That shit would have been badass.
Oh, dude, you know what's funny? So when I went to rent the 636, right? I went to go pick the bike up. So I was riding two up a Cali girl, and we get there, and it's like at some dude's like apartment or some shit. I forgot where this was, but it was somewhere along the coast, like Redondo or I think Manhattan Beach. And fucking, we get there, and dude's like, he comes out and he's talking to us and shit, finishing up like the paperwork, and gives me the key. He was like, "Hey man, by the way, I got a Ferrari too for rent, man." He's like, "You want to come take a look at it?" I was like, um, you know what? Nah, dude, I think I'm gonna pass on checking out the Ferrari. He's like, "Nah, bro, it's right over here, man. If you just want to come check it out, you know." He's like, I was like, "Well, how many miles we getting?" He's like, 50. I was like, "Bitch, 50 miles." I forgot the price, but yeah, that's all you get, 50 miles.
Jeez.
And then it's, costs every mile after that. I can't even remember what it was, but I'm like, dude, even if just you wanted to rent a Ferrari, man, you can't even fucking go that goddamn far in it, man. I could go from like, yeah, Manhattan Beach to like LAX and back, dude. That's it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh shit! How much?
I don't remember the price. It may have been like $500 or something stupid. Who knows, man? I really don't remember.
I gotta show you guys this video if you ain't seen it yet. This video is fucking me racing that Dodge Challenger.
Oh, it's that far back.
It's like
Yeah.
$22 each additional mile. Yeah, it's something stupid like that, dude. That's what Ghosty wrote in the side chat. Yeah, it's something. She's like, damn, 50 miles, dude? Fuck. Like, for me, I'd have to, like, put that bitch on a trailer, take it somewhere, wild the fuck
uh,
out, and bring it back.
you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, here. I should do the present to everyone so it freaking keeps it on there just for a second.
You're in the Matrix.
Yes, sir. I know that's a freaking trippy ass thing it does when you do that. There you see it. This is where I challenge the guy. My fucking this was before I hated my older videos, man. Freaking the fucking audio is shitty because I didn't discover the HD voice mode with the Cena.
Uh, oh, you're in fucking normal voice mode?
Yeah, it was all retarded. I liked it way better. This kid just got this car like a month ago. Freaking, he's like, "I'll race you." I was like, "Okay." So we went out to some farm fields out there where there's just straight ass roads for miles.
Yeah, you're lucky you have that, dude. I have to ride, like, an hour plus or some shit.
And I'm shifting way too early.
How funny. So, I rode Goat's RSV4. I fucking fell in love with that bike, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That car was bone stock though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was it was because there's like 5 models of it or whatever of that Challenger. I think he had like the second one or whatever.
Yeah,
That
dude.
was from the bottom. Like it didn't even have enough horsepower to keep up. Like maybe an R3. or something. But
Right, a fucking Harley will beat that shit up to 80.
he had no chance with me at all or anything. So, but it was still fun to at least race him though. He wanted to. He has one of his friends have fucking, I forgot what the fucking car it was. It was one when I first got the bike. I was out in Palm Springs again, out in the area by the Palm Springs Motorsports and shit, and I was riding back home all the way the fuck out here, and there's a couple Hispanic dudes came rolling up in some fast ass fucking cars, and I was lane splitting between them, but they wanted to keep catching up to me, and I'm like, I still got the stock exhaust on this bitch, man. Fucking, and they're all fucking wanting to race me and shit and stuff. So I freaking take off a little bit and have some fun or whatever with them, but this fucking car, dude, that this dude had, fucking, it was something else. I knew it was Mustang. I think it was the Mustang GT or whatever. It was like it was a new one. Fucking, it was nice though. It was all baby blue and shit. It was cool as fuck. That thing was fucking took off like a bat out of hell.
Yeah,
I had no chance. I was
on,
like, damn.
I was on Cali Girl's leader bike one day, and fucking, I remember I was sitting at this light, and I looked over. Or no, I think I was like in the mirror, and I was looking back and was like, dude, what kind of fucking bumpers on this motherfucker? Like, I was like, what the fuck is that? And all of a sudden I pull up at the red light, and I look over, and it's a fucking, it's like a Pontiac G6, like the two-door joint or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And once I looked over and saw, like, the whole front end was intercooler.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And so I was like, huh. And so fucking light went green. I fucking brought the front end up, right? Rode a wheelie. And then I hear dude get into it. And so by the time I bring the fucking front end back down at like 70 or some shit, fucking, I could see his rear tire. And they're like, it's like a fat, like sticky tire.
Oh,
and
boy.
I brought it back down, rode out the end of first, fucking shifted, really got into it, and fucking took off and passed dude. And then the light ahead goes red, so I started slowing down. But I looked over at old boy and I fucking smiled. I was like, dude, whatever you got has some fucking serious power, dude, because I want a leader bike. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a leader bike.
Yeah.
Fucking thing is meant to just run, dude. And you're able to fucking kind of keep up. Like, yeah, dude. Like, whatever he had probably had, good 500 or so horsepower, man.
Yeah.
At least, man.
Yeah, I found that out. Like, if a car is going to keep up with you, they got to at least have, that much horsepower in the CCs that you have. Like.
Well, it's a power to weight thing, right? So if they can keep up, dude, that means, because you got to figure it right. Suzuki. I think Suzuki has like 190 something fucking horsepower for their fucking leader bikes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And we're talking, 450 pounds or some shit, where you talk about a car that weighs a ton plus, you're going to need at least 500 horse to keep up with something like that off the line. Granted, I didn't fucking shoot out of the hole. Like I said, I brought the front end up, so I was, kind of riding a wheelie and shit.
Yeah.
But that's when I looked over, I was like, oh, this motherfucker's okay. And I fucking brought it back down, dude. That's what I got into it. It's just that there was another bike on the right side of the car. Like, I was on the left side of the car. There was another bike on the right, and I think it was an R6. Dude had leaky forks, because I remember I could see the fucking stains on his fucking on his like the bottom part where it connects to the wheel and shit. I was like, oh, dude's got fucking leaky forks. Oh shit. But yeah, I figured, wheelie off, be like showing off and shit. And fucking, that's when I saw that dude get into it. I was like, okay.
That's always like the best too, and you're like, all right, game on. Let's do this.
But it's so rare, especially out here, man. Like,
dude, go to Palm Springs.
So
you were out there for SCMM, but I'm sure you guys weren't trying to race nobody out there.
Well, the closest I would say don't have to worry about shit for me that I know personally is like Antelope Valley. So like Lancaster, Palmdale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the fastest I've ever been on a motorcycle. So me, Cowgirl, we ride up there to visit my homeboy, who I was in the military with. And fucking, he lives up in that area. So he has his M1, and he used to ride, but he just doesn't own a bike right now. And, family, 4 kids, that type of shit, life.
Yeah.
And So I let him ride my bike because it's like his M1 was current and shit. So I let him ride my bike, and then I rode Cali Girl's bike, and we went out to some road. He stays like on the north edge of town, so literally like if you go east or west from his house, like 2 miles, it
Mhm.
turns to the fucking desert and this fucking straight road that you can see down for like 4 miles, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, oh, I got a motherfucking road for you that you will be able to freaking full throttle that bitch the whole way for 40 minutes straight.
mm,
It's freaking like when you did your ride out to Arizona or whatever, right?
yeah, on the
When
freeway,
you
like the 10.
Yeah, it's like right before you hit the agricultural inspection station on the 10 going into Arizona, you get off on that first exit right there. It's Ehrenberg or something like that, Ehrenberg, Arizona, the very first exit in there.
Mm.
You get off there and you go across the overpass and then you hang a right and you follow that motherfucker. It will take you all the way to Lake Havasu, freaking that road, all the way up there. And freaking man, there's nothing but Indian cops that are on that road, freaking for the next 45 minutes, and ain't none of them even going to attempt to come after you if you're on a motorcycle. They're not even going to try it. These are some of the laziest cops you've ever seen. They sit at their house and wait for calls to come in, and then they leave and go after them.
I got you. That's
Yeah,
funny.
so yeah, you just go at it, and it's just all farmland around you the whole time you're going. So you just fucking go.
Cause all I know is like we were coming back toward his house. We rode out to some like it was like a park or some shit, but it was funny because it was like the only little area that had trees and shit. And it was all green and fucking. I was like, this is hilarious, dude, because it's just like this little park, man, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. But we were coming back, and I just remember like I was getting into it. Well, he kind of took off, and I was just like, fuck yeah, leader bike, fucking passed by him, got into like I don't know fourth or fifth or some shit, probably fifth. And then I remember I backed off the throttle for a little bit, and then I fucking turned to look back to see where he was. And then when I looked back at the speedometer, I saw like a buck 60 something. And I was like, dude, how fucking fast was I going? Right? And,
Well,
what's the fastest you've been on your R1?
Me 150.
Oh man,
really? I did
man,
Yeah, dude,
161 on my R6.
I did
I'm
168.
fuck that. Anything over 150, it sketches me out, man.
Oh,
Dude,
dude, you get that tunnel vision. It's fucking intense too.
I'm
You get
just
that little circle that comes in, and you're just like, "Eh," and you're blinded on the right and left side of everything. It's fucking insane, but it's cool though,
I'm too scared. I'm too scared, man. Call me a pussy. Call me what you will.
dude. It
I'm
feels
not.
like you're going in like a time warp. Fucking.
so
I'm
so
just.
for me, if you put me on a leader bike and I have the opportunity, yes, I will run it to its potential top end. I say potential because I'm not going to stick around long enough to find out if it'll go faster. Okay. But as far as doing that shit on my R6, those days are over. I'm done.
No, I can't, dude, man. That
I
shit is
had to do it.
scary.
I just had to do it to try it out. I wanted to see how fast the bike could go.
No, no, but how many
And
times
once
have
I
you
hit the
done it though?
106, I did it like 4 times.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Oh,
I'm
I mean,
around in there.
I'll
Yeah,
get.
I did it like 4 times, but then like I've done like 140 like many times,
Yeah,
no problem.
140 ain't shit though.
See, I'm not
Yeah.
even for me. I'm not even past. If I get to 140, by the time I get there, I'm like, okay, I'm stupid, and I'll immediately back off, right? But like, for me, I get there and then I'm back down. Whereas like, there's people who go out there and hit the freeways at 3 a.m. and just be at 140 for the next 10 minutes or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, I don't do none of that.
I can't.
No, I did that when I came back from Vegas though, from Searchlight down back to Needles, because fucking they had that big ass rainstorm there on that day when we
Hmm.
were at the Rough Riders event, fucking up there and shit. Man, we just wanted to get home. We were rained on, cold, fucking soaked to the bone. Our bikes were soaked to the bone, and we just wanted to get back. And you could see the clear skies for like miles, and like the whole like 2 hours away from Searchlight. You could see the clear sky at the end where all the clouds were, and we just focused on that shit and just went for it. Because it was one big ass highway. It's like a 4 or 5 lane highway,
Hmm.
freaking going from there down to Needles, and we just gave it our all. We filled up there at Searchlight and just were gone. That was the fastest I've ever gone for a long time. I think we did it. We were doing like 100 and 130, 140 maybe for a good 20 minutes. We were just hauling ass just to get out of there. I was frozen. That was
Go
nice.
see said he made it from his house to LA in fucking an hour and 9 minutes. I can do it, well, from Ghost Ninja's house, which is like the Mexico border, on the 5. I can get back home in hmm, like an hour and some change, man. Like like an hour 30 if I'm really pushing it. But then again, dude, like for me, going fast on the freeway is 90, 95 because I want to stay under 100 because California law states as long as you're under 100 miles per hour, it's only 1 point against your license, not 2 if you're over 100.
Yeah.
Speeding ticket at 99
Yeah,
miles an hour.
I
You know
think
what I'm saying?
here in Texas it's 30, 20 or 30 over, you go to jail.
Ooh.
So, so if you're going 100, you're going to jail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like I've known a lot of like the CHP officers out here in my area, and they've literally told me before. They're like, if you're on Highway 95 and you're on a bike, they're like, we'll let you get away with like cruising at like 80 miles an hour, and the speed limit's 55. They're like anything
What?
after 80. They're like anything after 80. They're like, we might get you, but we're really not after the people doing even 80. He's like, we want the people doing like 100.
Right.
And I was like, okay, so you're saying I can get away with doing like 95? No problem. And he's like, maybe. I'm just like, okay. So, but I don't know. I just cruise that. I cruise that road at 80. That's perfect for being on like a
Yeah,
sport bike on
80,
that road.
80 is always a pretty good speed. You may get
Yeah.
pulled over and shit, and they'll just be like, I mean, like, I've been pulled over a lot. So, a lot of them that I got away with, I was doing like 80. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, all right, slow the fuck down, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, when you're doing like 85, when you're like 20 over, 25 over and shit, and
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, because I think the fine increases at that point too, and shit like that. So,
Mhm. Yeah, and then for like especially on freaking like holidays and shit when they're really out there watching them roads, I'm doing
yeah.
the speed limit. No, I ain't trying to go 5 over because they were like, fuck it, we're gonna get everybody because all the tickets are double.
Well,
Yeah.
for me, what I'll try to do, and out here in LA, I'll just try to fucking ride with the flow of traffic. I mean, granted, if the carpool lane's moving a little bit faster, I'll just tuck in behind somebody. I won't fucking lane split around every goddamn car. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Whereas, like, if it's a Tuesday at 3:30, fuck yeah, let's get the fuck out there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that traffic out there is crazy. I got to go out there tomorrow. I'm going out to Moreno Valley.
Ooh, Mo Valley, I know that area.
I hate fucking Highway 60. I hate that fucking thing. That's a scary ass highway. Right through the
60 ain't
pass over
bad.
there.
Well, my favorite two freeways is the 710 and the 210.
Yeah. I don't think I've been on them. The farthest I've gone out that way is up to like Bellflower, fucking
Oh, I got you.
freaking few other places up there. Rancho Cucamonga. I've been up there.
Rancho, dude, I didn't know that place actually existed until I fucking moved here.
That's what happened with me too. I just remember seeing it on that fucking dumbass
Next
movie Bring
Friday.
It On or Bring It On or whatever, that stupid cheerleading movie.
Oh no, see,
Fucking
no, for me, Rancho Cucamonga was from Next Friday with Mike Epps and Ice Cube.
yeah. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Yep, next Friday, because he was at his uncle's house or some shit. That was Rancho Cucamonga. And I was like,
Oh yeah,
that's
that's
the
right. Yeah.
funny ass name for a town, dude. Then all of a sudden, like, this DJ hit me up because we had the same DJ name and shit. And fucking, I was going out to the spot that he DJ'd at to see him, and it was out in Ranch. And it was just like an hour and some change from my house.
Yeah.
But I went out there, make connections or whatever. And then when he gave me the address, I was like, "What? That shit is real? There's a fucking city called Rancho Cucamonga. Get the fuck out of here, dude." But honestly, that was like the first time that I actually kind of left like city limits for a second.
Yeah.
Because it's like out here, dude, you hop on the freeway at night, you see lights, 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 lights. It's just fucking lights for days, dude. But fucking heading on, I don't know what we're on, fucking the 60 or the 10 or some
I think
shit.
it's the 10 going up into there.
And fucking for a split second, dude, somewhere past Riverside, like it got kind of dark for a second. You could see the lights like way off in the distance, but they
Yeah.
weren't like right next to the fucking freeway. And I was like, huh. So the LA ends at some point in time, okay. And
Yeah,
but this
it's
is
like
before,
a big industrial district out there.
yeah, but this is before I even knew about San Bernardino and that whole fucking nine. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
didn't know, dude. I'd been in LA maybe a month, right? So this is like my first quote unquote road trip, you know. So, but yeah, there ain't shit popping out there, dude. That fucking nope.
Yeah. I went out there and I used to play Airsoft. I'd play at some indoor field that was up there.
Hmm.
It was cool. It was a fun little field.
I used to play airsoft also.
Really fool.
Yeah, in Japan, where the
Oh,
shit.
oh, where it all started. They
Yeah.
fucking are crazy there. They're nutty. Fucking.
Well, it's
I,
cool because like they don't have the little orange tips. You know,
yeah.
no gun law. So.
Well, yeah. Well, because like here at the fields I played at was like at Hollywood Sports Park and shit, and
Mm.
Bellflower or SE Village out in Corona and shit like that. And out there, as long as you were on their fields, and because you signed a waiver and all that shit, and they had the insurance for it, you were allowed to have whatever. You didn't have to have the orange tip on it, nothing like that. So it was cool.
Right, yeah, it's a roped off area or whatever. It makes sense.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
fucking no, we used to play at like parks at night, or we do like this abandoned building, which
Oh
was
yeah, that's always fun.
fucking the layout was really really dope because it was like this two-story building. You couldn't play on the first floor unless you had lights. Like you actually had to have a light on your gun because you couldn't see shit downstairs. But you go upstairs and then all the windows are broke out and shit, and it's like just it's a big concrete slab. It's all it is. Like all the buildings where I was at because of typhoons,
Yeah.
everything's made out of concrete, right? And fucking so the windows are broken out and there's trees and shrubbery and shit all around the building. That's why it's so dark on the first floor. But you have light peering in from different buildings like off in the distance. And then there's this like patio area outside, and then there was like this actual balcony that walked around the entire outside of the building. But the problem is the windows are say like just above your head. So you could like kind of grab the side and pull yourself up and look in, from the outside, but at the same time, you're very vulnerable if you're out there. Luckily, none of us fell off because there's no railing or anything, so you could actually fucking take a step out
Oh man.
too far. And fucking,
Yeah.
oh!
There's a lot of big like milsim companies that do like airsoft military simulated games. There's some big like Lion Claws. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Nah.
Big California thing. But there was one I wanted to go to so bad I almost got to go to it. It was at Rockahula Water Park. It's an old abandoned water park, freaking way out in the middle of the desert. They did a big huge game there. It was like 300 versus 300 people and stuff. They did that one. They did one in an abandoned mall somewhere here in California too. I don't even
Huh.
know where it was, but that was badass. There's videos of it all over YouTube and shit.
Interesting.
But it was pretty cool though.
Yeah, I haven't touched airsoft since fucking Japan. Like I had two Glock, what were they, 23s, I believe. One was semi, and the other one was fully.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah, I
had
think
this.
it's the Glock 17 is the full auto.
No, there's another one. I think not a real gun expert, but I want to say because I remember looking at the 17 and it was so much bigger, but I liked having the little compact fucking 23s or whatever. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I remember I had 250 round clips.
There you go. Hell yeah. I always had the extended mags on my pistols.
Hmm.
I was like, I don't have extra ammo. Screw all you guys.
But then like it was all fun and games, dude. Right? Everybody had you had to put the fucking gas in the clip, right, to power the gun and all
Oh,
that shit.
yeah. Yep.
Right, and then fucking my roommate at the time when I was living on base, this motherfucker went out and got the electric MP5 and shit, right? And then fucking after that, he went and dumped like $1,000 into this shit. He got a different barrel, upgraded motor,
Fuck
fucking
yeah, dude.
dot sight, all this shit. And then we was like, nah, motherfucker, you can't play with us no more.
I had a fucking airsoft gun. I spent, I'd say, probably $1,100 total building it. That
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
that fucking gun could shoot. I think it was 40 something BBs a second. It just sprayed like a fucking minigun. It was
Why?
crazy.
Why is that shit so expensive?
The parts and stuff, the motors. Like the motor I had was a $150 motor in it. The gear set I had in it was made out of titanium. Those things were freaking. That was a real expensive gear set I had in there. Like I had a whole bunch of high end parts in my gun and stuff to make it do what I wanted it to do.
You could buy a real gun with that money. Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
yes, you could. But it was fun playing airsoft, like, 'cause I never got to shoot at anybody since I was in the military. So it's fun to go out, play some airsoft, shoot at people, and everyone still lives, and I feel better.
Yeah.
You know, good
I mean,
stuff.
there is Call of Duty, so.
Yeah. Well, this is Call of Duty in real life,
Uh,
and everyone respawns, comes home. It's cool.
yeah.
I liked it, but I got old of it after, like, 'cause especially in California, man, the players in California got so retarded. I was like, me and my team, we were like, fuck it, and we were like one of the most popular teams in the United States, and we were just like, fuck it. We just all just stopped playing. We were just like, you know what? The fucking whole community is getting fucking retarded. It's full of a bunch of idiots wanting to go up and point blank motherfuckers for no reason, and they're all using these guns called Polar Stars, where it runs off of air tanks and shit, fucking with them attached interior magazines and stuff. And dudes were getting freaking crazy with it, like shooting. They could ramp their guns up to shoot 70 BBs a second if they wanted to. Just empty a whole 350 round mag in less than 3 seconds, just gone right into you. And they would do that shit on purpose. And we were just like, fuck that. Because we always had people trying to come out and try to make us look bad on camera so they could become popular and shit and stuff. So when we knew that was all going, we were like, you know what? We're all old enough. We're like, we ain't playing those stupid games. Fuck it. And we were just done.
All right, I'm back. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Oh, it's all right. I was just talking about fucking the airsoft thing again still. About my gun that I had that I spent like $1,100 building. It could shoot like 40 BBs a second and shit
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, and how I had a whole bunch of just like high end shit, and it was custom built gun by one of my buddies. I just bought a lot of expensive shit that I knew was real good, and I had him throw it in it and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Dude, that was so, cause we'd all fucking, pew, 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 pew. Then all of a sudden you'd hear this like quiet point, and then you hear,
yeah,
right,
right.
right? Everybody's fucking recharging, reloading and shit, and this motherfucker just run around. Pew, pew. I was like, dude, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all got sick of it after a while. And then once he upgraded the motor and the bullets came out, or the BBs came out faster, like
Okay.
he broke a couple of dudes, I think lights or some shit, like he hit him, and fucking.
Oh,
it
dude,
cracked
I've broke people's red dots, GoPros, contour cameras, fucking cracking lenses left and right. Fucking we were playing. It happened to me too. I had a couple lenses go out on my contour playing at the indoor fields. When you're like coming around a corner, you're like 5-6 feet in front of somebody, you're getting blasted, and they're going for a headshot. Fucking. But yeah, it was good times though. I got a whole airsoft channel freaking too with that shit that I got.
Did you ever do paintball?
I used to play paintball when I very first started anything. It was paintball and stuff, but I kind of veered off to the airsoft thing once I found out how much cheaper it was to play airsoft versus paintball.
My whole thing with paintball, I just see the motherfuckers come back with the goddamn bruises and shit, and I'm like, nah,
oh yeah, the big ass. Well, freaking airsoft, you come back. There's sometimes I came back looking like I got a bad case of the chicken pox one time. Freaking come back from airsoft, I had red dots all over me and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah, for us it was just most of us had stock. Well, all of us except that one dude had stock guns. So as long as you went out there and like we used to go in long sleeve shirts and we wear like a mask and shit. Long sleeve shirt, maybe some gloves or whatever. Like you still got hit. Like you're like, oh shit, all right, hit, got me. You know what I mean? But at least we didn't come back all fucking tatted and shit. Like yeah, nope.
Yeah. Yeah, I come back dotted up like crazy sometimes. It was just nuts. All right, here you go, DePlayer. There's my hand. It's actually stiff right now because I need to warm it up and shit. But that's it. My pinky crosses over. But it's good enough to where I can grab on there though. So
did they not give you like something to squeeze, or the doctor didn't give you nothing to?
See, here's the bullshit about all this therapy thing. I have been on my damn own doing the therapy on my hand this whole time because no place from here where I'm at all the way out to motherfucking Moreno Valley out there in Redlands will fucking take our insurance that we have. And the place here where I live, they want $75 a visit, and the doctor said I need to do it 3 times a week. And I was like, well, I can't even afford that right now. That's a lot of damn money. And then Palm Springs out there, they want $150 a visit. I'm like, I definitely can't fucking do that shit. So I've been on my own. I YouTubed all the exercises on, what the doctors had said on the prescription or whatever for it. I YouTubed all that shit on the exercises to do, and I have gotten my hand to do what it's doing now, and freaking I have a video coming out here soon, freaking, where you see like the progress of my whole entire recovery from beginning to end of my hand, where I couldn't move any fingers at all. Like they were stuck in place to where I'm doing this now, almost making a fist all the way. Like when my hand's warmed up all the way, I can actually almost make a complete fist with this hand. It's just all stiff right now because I pissed it off today. And shit. But yeah, dude, it's been a lot of work, and I haven't had nothing to do it. I just been using like an ace bandage, wrap it around my hand, tighten it down like crazy, and let it chill there for like 10 minutes, and then let it go and stuff. And then I actually have my first physical therapy appointment tomorrow while I'm out there, since I'm going to be out there for a doctor's appointment already. I just got an appointment out there, so maybe I can get some of that shit, like squeezy balls, whatever. Hopefully maybe a cast or some type of thing to help me get the pinky moving again, a little better and shit. But that's why I'm hoping for that at least. Or they can give me a list of what the fuck I can go buy to start doing it. But it's just crazy to me. Like I've seen the progress like over like a week at a time, just like huge changes in it, and I'm just it's irritating to me that I can't make it. It's not working all the way. I'm like, come on, fucking do it. No matter how hard I try in my mind to like tell this finger to wiggle and stuff or bend more, it don't fucking do it. It's insane. Like I've crunched my hand down so hard trying to make a fist so hard, I had some shit in my forearm hurt. Like some vein or tendon up there was pissed off, because I did it, and I was just like, damn, But no, it's slow. I'm sure after an entire year of doing what I'm doing and it getting better, hopefully it should be normal again. But
oh yeah,
it's all right. It's whatever.
No, I'm sitting there reading a side chat dude saying like about his CBR 250. Said his uncle has one that has a RedOne. Huh. Dude, if you can get your hands on a bike, man, hey. If
I
you
started
gotta
on
pay
a
it or
250.
started on a 125.
There you go.
Not on the street though.
Yeah.
On the dirt. Well, actually, it all started on it was like an 80. I forgot what it was. I forgot what type of bike it was. But I rode this little 80 around, dude, for like half a day. Oh, I was in fucking love.
Those little bikes are fun.
And, well, this is off-road, and then I remember my second bike that I hopped on was a 250 and fucking looped it right out of the gate. Bent dudes handlebars and shit. Yeah, my brother was like, oh, don't worry about it, man. I got an extra set of bars I can give him. I was just like, damn. Because he like, I remember my brother gave me the whole pep talk, like, all right, dude, this ain't the little 80 you rode last time. Okay, this is 250. It's fucking this and that. And I was like, I got it, dude. Fucking throttle clutch and fucking and fucking front end came up, and that was it, dude. First and only time I've looped a wheelie.
Yeah, it takes some real finesse, man. The first time I got on the bike, I almost fucking wrecked it.
Yeah.
You almost whiskey throttle it, but then I went ahead and pulled the clutch in, and I was like, all right, I need to take it easy. How long have you been riding, Red?
Street for going on 3 years, but I raced motocross for like 2 year and a half. year and a half, 2 years, something like that. But I'd been on bikes, street or dirt bikes for fuck me, good 4 years or so. So like my brother was sponsored, so he used to live in Amarillo, Texas, and he
Oh,
moved back. Yeah, he moved back home, well, close to home, and so he'd come get me on the weekends when I was like 14 or whatever. And so, we would go ride. Well, he would go ride, and I'd hang out a lot. And then I got access to an 80 one day, and then fucking hadn't looked back ever since. But then once he got a couple more bikes and shit, like when he would go race at the track, of course, this is like an outdoor track, right? We're not talking like some arena or no shit. We're talking, some backwoods
yeah,
type shit.
yeah.
It's just, there's money involved and shit like that because he was a pro. But you'd fucking like while he'd be, doing his thing or whatever, I would take the other bike and I would go hit like the practice track. There'd at least be two practice tracks or a bunch of trails and shit cut out. So during the day, I just hop on that bike and fucking put around the pits or go out and fuck around on these other tracks, and then I'd get off when he was ready to race and shit. But that's kind of how my whole fucking shit with two wheels started, man. Was just being on dirt, and dude, I was anti street bike until I moved here to California. Dead
Really?
serious. Yep, I lost a couple of people on street bikes, and I was like, see, that's why I'm not fucking with street bikes. And I fucking moved here, and there's this thing called LA traffic, and then motherfuckers on a bike lane splitting past me. I was like, that's a thing.
Oh
And
man, I wish that was fucking legal everywhere.
yeah, man, it's a good thing. It really is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Trust me, like more people would ride, man. Really.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Like my brother, he lives in Houston, and he kept saying, "Oh, Houston got bad traffic." I was like,
Dude,
"Bro, I
Houston,
know."
whew, man, you don't even know. Oh, that traffic down there is ass.
No, it sucks. Don't get me wrong, but I
Yeah.
told my brother, I was like, "Dude, I know. I've been to Houston a bunch of times. Come down there to visit your ass, but trust me, LA traffic sucks." And when he fucking got here, after like a day, he was like, "You know what? You're right. You're right. LA traffic sucks." Because because like even on a bike, man, if you're trying to go from like say Huntington Beach to like the north part of Los Angeles, right up the freeway at say, man, maybe not three, like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You're gonna have to lane split this 50-mile trek for about 25, 30 of that, 30 miles of that. You're gonna have to lane split. Like there's going to be times where you're kind of out in the open, you can weave in and out of cars or whatever, but then you're going to hit traffic because it's like there's a certain part of Huntington you're just going to hit traffic, so it's literally lane split. Traffic's doing fucking 20, 30, and you're just lane splitting by it 40, 50 or whatever, and then you'll get up to speed, back up to 80, and everything's good, and then once you get like um around where's that, like LAX, fuck, back to lane splitting again, bam, right? And so you're down to like 40 again, everybody's doing 20 and shit, or it could be stop traffic for all you know. It gets a pain in the ass, dude, to fucking lane split for a very, very long time, but just part of the game, man. But if yeah, if they did it in like Texas, because Texas is number two behind California with the most stolen bikes I know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Right, and it's just the sheer amount of riders. But if they fucking legalize that shit in Texas, man, that shit, it's a good thing. Sure, like in a state where it's never been, you're gonna have people that's gonna abuse the fuck out of it, and you're gonna have random cars getting hit and all this other shit. Like it happens, dude. Right, but eventually as time goes on, like people will get comfortable and adjusted to it, and it'll just be a thing, man. Because it wasn't always legal in California, so
Right.
Yeah, they just recently changed the stuff too. They put like some stipulations on it,
correct.
which
What did they
I
change?
kind of, well, it's you can't be going no more than 15 miles an hour faster than the flow of traffic, but you
Traffic.
can't go any faster than 50 miles an hour when
I
you're
thought,
lane
yeah,
splitting.
I think it was 55, but yeah, 50,
Yeah,
55, somewhere around in there. Because a
yeah.
lot of times I've heard people gotten tickets for lane splitting at like 70 miles an hour or 60, well maybe not even 60, but like 65, 70 and shit.
Hmm.
And I think the cops wrote them for like unsafe some shit. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
Cop could throw out there at the time. So But I mean, even still, like, I mean, dude, I lane split at like fucking 75, 80, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Most of the time, like, cops don't even give a fuck. Even when you're riding behind like a fucking highway patrol motorcycle cop, dude, he's lane splitting at 75 miles an hour.
Hell yeah.
And I'm right behind him, just he don't care, dude. It's as long as you don't pass his ass, he's fine, man.
Yeah, right.
And then, even like, dude, when I first moved here, man, I was so scared of lane split. Like, I'd see bikes and then I'd kind of follow them. And then, like, if I'd see a cop at a light, I'd hop back in line and shit, all fucking quick.
All
But then,
paranoid.
like, the thing that clicked with me is when I saw I was on the freeway, I was lane splitting, and all of a sudden I saw the cop. So he's in the carpool lane too, and I pull up behind him, and he fucking moves over. And I was like, wait, are you, like, trying to set me up for failure, or... And so I went around him and fucking I just kept going. That was it. I was like, huh. Okay, well, shit, everybody cool with it then. So after that, dude, fucking, I don't look back, man. I actually ride really aggressive, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. If I rode like that in most states, yeah, people would call the police on me.
Oh yeah.
I had cops mean mugging me when I lane split here in our town, because literally, like, our main street, there's 3 stoplights, and I'll lane split through here in front of the cars and stuff, and they just look over and they're like, really? In this town, you're gonna lane split? Like, fuck yeah. Or get up to the front, shit. Even though I probably don't need to at all, fucking, it's a lot of fun just doing it to watch all the people be like, the fuck.
Shit.
I just hate sitting in some fucking heat.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of idiots in our fucking town too, and I ain't trying to get rear-ended by some retards texting on their phone. Because there's, like, I swear you can drive however you want where I live, and you will not get a fucking ticket. There's motherfuckers that drive so stupid here, nothing happens. There's no traffic cops. There's only one, and he watches everything that goes down on by the high school, and that's it.
I got you.
It's crazy. It's just, there's so many bad drivers. Like, you just literally, I could do like one of those little bad driver videos. I have shit for days if I freaking wanted to go do those things, man. Freaking, it's bad.
Yeah, people around here don't give a fuck. Pokemon Go and drive, fuck it.
Oh, they do that shit around here. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You can tell. Like, there's a Pokestop right across the street from me at this church, and shit, right? Man, I see headlights out there all the time. People just chilling, like groups of them. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't fuck with the Pokemon. Sorry. It's not that I wouldn't. I mean, I totally would if I was into Pokemon back in the day, but I'm a little bit older, so Pokemon started when I was like kind of beyond it. You know what I mean? Like, I saw the whole
Yeah.
the cartoon and watched a couple shows and was like, this just ain't for me. I was into Goku and shit, you know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball Z was like,
Oh, dude.
and Cell Sagas and shit going on. I was like,
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Dragon Ball Z, since we're on the subject of that now, you've been watching the new Dragon Ball Z?
No.
The Dragon Ball Super?
Nope.
No, I have not.
Like, it's all in Japanese, but it's dubbed. You have to read it in the English shit and stuff. But if you go onto a website called kissanime.com, you can go on there and just type in Dragon Ball Super and look for the one that has like 54. Yeah, it's dubbed. It's English dubbed. And I've been watching them. There's 54 episodes now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The show's good. It goes all the way back to like how they used to do the funny weird shit in the old school ones and stuff and everything, and it's badass. It's really neat.
Dude, I used to go to Suncoast.
Fucking A, that is old school right there. I have not heard that forever.
Oh my god.
The day the fucking VHS would come out, dude, me and my boy would go up there. We're fucking like, bam, we got that new fucking movie or fucking new episodes or whatever. Oh, dude, I was all about some Dragon Ball Z. And then, like, so here's the funny thing, right? I was all about Dragon Ball, and then fucking I had like these couple like shirts and shit that had like Goku and some other shit on it, and fucking I fucking joined the military, get shipped out to Japan. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm about to get Dragon Ball GT, all that shit. Come to find out Dragon Ball fucking ended like fucking 10 years before I got there, dude, right? Nobody gives a fuck about Goku anymore, right? I mean, it's still there, like you can find it very easily, but like that's not a thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like us walking around with Transformer t-shirts, like, and the movies never came out. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I really thought I was gonna go there and fucking load up on, cause I remember when I left, GT had just started or some shit like that, or was no, I'm sorry, what was who was after Cell? Was it Boo, right?
Yeah, it was the Boo Saga.
Yeah, so I think Boo Saga had just started, and I'm like, dude, I'm about to go to Japan. I'm about to get on this fucking Dragon Ball GT. Like, fuck yeah, man, I'm gonna have all that shit. Fucking, I get there, dude, and it's like nowhere to be found, really. I mean, you could find it, but it's not like English dubbed or anything like that.
Yeah,
So,
I liked all the old Japanese stuff where it's just all in Japanese. That's when I first started watching it. Dragon Ball, when Dragon Ball first came out, freaking back in the 80s and shit. That shit was tight.
oh, hold on a second. There we go. Yeah, man, Dragon Ball, man. Like, wait, let me ask you this: who was your favorite hero in the Dragon Ball Z series?
Fucking Vegeta. Fool's a savage.
Vegeta?
Hell yeah.
I feel you.
He's a cocky motherfucker, but
Yeah.
you know what? He fucking don't play.
Yeah. Speaking of Vegeta, that new movie, the Frieza, whatever it was, Resurrection. I fucking hate it. I don't know if you've seen it, but the end.
Yeah, the end pissed me off. I was disappointed in Vegeta. I was like, what?
Dude, he had the prime opportunity to be the fucking badass and the hero, and they just gave it back to Goku.
Yeah, they do that shit all the time. They're like, Goku's turn, but freaking in the new Dragon Ball Super cartoon, holy fuck, they do a tournament with all the different universes and stuff in it. Vegeta fucking, holy fuck, like literally I had goosebumps on my arms when I was watching one of the fights where he just went to town. I was just like, holy fuck. I was like, there's the old school Dragon Ball Z shit right there. I was like, hell yeah. It was a badass fight. Vegeta fucked up like 3 dudes in a row going all out, and they made Goku look like a little bitch in the tournament. You know, fuck it.
Yeah, my favorite character was that I was always rooting for. Well, not rooting for.
You're gonna say Krillin or some shit, huh?
Gohan. Gohan.
Krillin was the motherfucking homie. Krillin is the motherfucker you want on the team. I'm sorry. Yes, Krillin. No,
Fucker gets taken out at the beginning of the game every time.
But for me, it was Gohan, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Gohan.
Yeah, Gohan is a savage too.
Because he had that hidden power that you didn't know how to fucking bring out, and then the whole fucking Cell series and shit, and that shit comes out, he was Super Saiyan level 2. I was like, oh shit!
I know.
I called it.
It was always badass when they like ascended some new transformation. That was always some cool shit.
Yeah, and then after the fucking fight, then you get a good fucking season of goddamn Chi-Chi and Gohan in school, and you're just like, god damn it, get back to the fucking fight.
You know, that's funny shit too, because they did that in the beginning of this new series too. It was fucking funny. I was like, man, here they go again. Goku actually had to get a job and shit.
I need to start watching. I'm just too lazy to read the sub, you know. But if you say they're dubbed, I might just go ahead and try.
Yeah, well, you can watch it where you have to read it in English and shit, but you know, but it's still good.
I'm not trying to read that shit.
Oh man, most of the time I don't even read it. I'm waiting for it to come out in English, so I'll rewatch it all again.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I hate to leave good company, but some people are trying to get me to go to another fucking hangout, so I figured I might stop over there.
Shit. Was this was Snowcat, huh?
No, this is California Renegade, like Cowboy 85 or something like that.
Okay, cool, right on.
But I figured before I go to bed, stop over there and say what's up, and then But
right
appreciate the link.
Yeah. Thank you for joining. That's
everybody
awesome.
out there in the side chat. You guys have a good night. Peace.
All right, bud.
Later.
Goddamn.
Probably call it time too. It's almost midnight here for me.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, so everyone, make sure if you're not subscribed or if you're watching this now or later, go hit up the homies here. Look at Me Lewis channel is in the description. Same with RedOne. If you're not subscribed to RedOne, go ahead, hit him up too. Yeah, I was just bored as hell, so I invited some people on here and stuff because they were bored too and shit. So, but other than that, everyone have a good night. I'll see you later, Mr. SB Clan. I'll be seeing you later. I'm sure you'll see me around here because you're from the same town I live in and stuff. And my buddy that I ride with lives right across the street from you. So you'll probably see me soon. But yeah, other than that, everyone stay tuned for my new video coming Saturday. You guys will like it. It's a cool video. It's good. But so yes, we'll see you later. Peace out.